Natural disasters, hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes. The results are similar: death, destruction. But there are also huge differences. One of those, advance warning times. Hurricanes can be detected by satellites, carefully observed and plotted. The National Hurricane Center can give people in the path of a hurricane days of advance warning to batten down the hatches or get out. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration warns when tornadoes are coming. These violent events are relatively predictable nowadays. National Weather Service meteorologists can see severe weather coming as far as 6 days in advance. But of course, the boogeyman for our valley is the earthquake. I'm standing right now on the San Andreas Fault, just a few miles north of the I-10. This 810-mile fault runs the entire length of California and will one day, seismologists tell us, produce an earthquake that could register 8.1. That quake would likely kill thousands and cause hundreds of billions of dollars in property damage. Early warning for an earthquake? Yes, it's possible. No, you won't get days, you won't get hours, you won't even get minutes. But you could get seconds. Very valuable seconds.
You never know where the earthquake's going to happen. You can't predict them, but we know it's going to happen.
Blake Getz is the former fire chief of Palm Springs. He is a strong advocate of CREWS, Coachella Valley Regional Earthquake Warning System. It is already in place. Make that partially in place.
Seismic event detected.
Fire stations in Palm Springs, Palm Desert, Rancho Mirage, and La Quinta, as well as Sunline Transit, have the CREWS system already. Sensor technology that detects the very first shock waves emanating from an earthquake's epicenter. An example here from an earthquake in Japan. Note just slight shaking as the less volatile P waves roll through, allowing time for a person to duck and cover. We speed up the video now, but this was the actual scene some 35 seconds later. The stronger waves have arrived. There are more than 30 earthquakes every single day in California, most small, almost undetectable. But seismologists make it clear we are long overdue for a major quake. In fact, a recent study by scientists at UC San Diego concluded the risk of a large quake may be increasing more rapidly than researchers previously believed. And that is why the clock may be ticking on getting a valley-wide, maybe even county-wide, early warning system in place. Gary Rosenblum was for years risk manager for the city of Palm Desert. He says an early warning system for the entire valley has been available for 4 years. Cost no more than $3 million.
So it's really not really that much money in the scope of things.
So what's slowing it up?
I don't know what's slowing it
Bureaucracy?
up. It may be bureaucracy. It may be the will of the public hasn't been heard yet.
But there is some good news on an expanded earthquake warning system for the valley. Under the auspices of the Coachella Valley Association of Governments, CVAG, we are reportedly very close to obtaining a $1.5 million FEMA grant. The grant money would go a long way towards establishing 138 warning sites, far surpassing the 15 now in place.
Now is the time to duck and cover.
Included would be warning systems for 87 valley schools.
It can definitely help for people who know what to do when the earthquake warning comes. They can protect themselves from injury.
The warning systems would be calibrated to go off when they detect an earthquake of 5.0 or higher. All fire stations would be equipped. Their systems would have an added feature. When the warning is tripped, it automatically raises the doors at fire stations, allowing first responders to get out into the community and begin saving lives and property.
Just 2 years ago, in the Mexicali earthquake down in Calexico Fire Station, they were trapped inside their fire station for 15 minutes and had to use extrication tools to get out of the building themselves. In the meantime, there were gas leaks, fires, medical emergencies happening in their communities.
The system is truly a work in progress. Backers hope to add valley businesses to the schools and fire stations that have the system. And you may be wondering about yourself, maybe at home, maybe driving in your car when the big quake hits. Fast-changing technology could help.
I can envision a time very shortly when people in their homes who have internet connectivity will just have a box on the wall that maybe they purchased at Costco or Walmart that basically triggers it in their own homes.
So in some ways, we are playing with time here in our earthquake-prone region. The big one, seismologists insist, will come one day. It is long overdue. And even if a valley-wide early warning system becomes reality, the warning will give you only a very short time to brace yourself for hard shaking. The aftermath, injuries in need of medical attention, fires, fallen structures, impassable roads, could go on for some time, days, weeks, maybe more. As always, those who are best prepared will fare the best.
Water, food, your emergency plan, your out-of-state contact, drop, cover, and hold, none of that goes away with earthquake warning. You know, this is just another tool in the toolbox.